How's it going, guys? It's Kyle the How To Guy 123 here, and today I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing the FiFine T669 microphone kit. We're also going to find out if this is the microphone that you should buy for YouTube recording or Twitch streaming for under $100. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's begin by taking a look at what we get included in the box. When you first open the box, you'll be greeted with an instruction manual on just how to put together the microphone with the boom arm, as well as how to record audio with the microphone on your computer. You'll also get a small little piece of paper that just tells you a little bit of information about the company itself. Under that, you'll see a pop filter, and what a pop filter does, if you don't know, is used to reduce something that's called plosives. Plosives are basically the air that comes out of your mouth when you make a P sound or a B sound, like saying words like popcorn or pizza, for example. If you don't use a pop filter, this air can get picked up from your microphone, so using a pop filter will help reduce that. Next, if we remove the styrofoam from out of the box, you'll see the microphone itself, as well as all of the accessories that the kit comes with. These are basically all the accessories you'll probably ever need for recording audio for YouTube or streaming on Twitch. On top here, we have a plastic bag which just comes with extra parts like rubber bands for the shock mount or rubber pads for the pop filter. First, let's take a look at the microphone itself. The microphone is based off the FiFine K669B. I believe the only difference between the T669, which we have here, is that there's a removable USB cable on the bottom of the microphone. The front of the mic has a volume adjust knob to increase or decrease the gain or volume of the mic. Attached to the mic, you can see at the bottom, is just a mount to connect the mic with the desk stand. Moving on, there is a windscreen, which does a similar job to the pop filter, without having the big pop filter in front of your face, which can sometimes be annoying. It can kind of get in the way and block your view, so you can choose to use the windscreen instead. The windscreen just slides onto the mic, which I'll show later. So the USB cable is just packaged within the windscreen. The length of the USB cable is about 8 feet long, so this is more than enough length to reach the microphone to your computer. Next, we have the shock mount. This is used to reduce the mic from picking up noise from mechanically transmitted noise, for example vibration from moving the microphone, or if you accidentally bump the microphone, the mic won't pick up any noise from that. Furthermore, we have the boom arm. The kit also comes with a desk stand, which I'll show in just a second here, but the boom arm, in my opinion, is just a better way of mounting the microphone. It saves space off your desk and also allows the mic to get a little bit closer to your mouth for better quality. Like I mentioned, the kit also comes with a desk stand, and this is if you just want to simply sit the microphone on your desk. The mic stand is made out of a nice metal material. Finally, we have the clamp that is used to attach the boom arm to your desk. Now I'll quickly show you how to set up the microphone with the boom arm. First, attach the desk clamp to a flat portion of your desk. After that, slide the end of the boom arm into the top of the desk clamp, and then tighten the knob on the side of the desk clamp to hold the boom arm in place. Take the shock mount and then screw it to the other side of the boom arm. Make sure that the flat part of the shock mount is facing towards you. Next, taking a look at the microphone itself, unscrew the metal ring at the bottom of the microphone and then put it to the side. Now remove the desk mount from the microphone. We don't actually need that anymore. Once that is done, you can now connect the mic to the shock mount. The microphone itself sits on a flat part of the shock mount. Screw the microphone with the metal ring on the underside of the shock mount. A common mistake that I've seen a lot of people do is they attach the microphone to the inside of the shock mount. However, this is incorrect. I know a lot of complaints that I've seen a lot of people have with this microphone is that the shock mount actually blocks the volume adjust knob, but in reality they just installed the microphone incorrectly. So make sure that the microphone sits on the outside of the shock mount. Now go ahead and plug the microphone into your computer with the USB cable. If you'd like to use the windscreen, it simply just slides onto the microphone. If you'd like to use the pop filter, attach the clamp to the top of the boom arm. What I like to do is make sure that the rubber pad on the screw is kind of resting on a bit of an angle. Now tighten the screw all the way. Make sure it's tight so the pop filter doesn't fall off the boom arm. Now just move the pop filter itself so it's in front of your microphone. So now let's actually go ahead and review this thing. So I've actually been using the microphone throughout the whole video. However, I have been editing the audio a little bit in Audacity, and if you are interested in the audio settings I have been using to edit this mic in Audacity, I'll leave them down in the description below if you're interested. However, for the rest of the video, I'll leave all of the audio unedited. Anyways, I think overall the FiFine T669 is a great microphone. It's an excellent choice, especially at this price point. The build quality of this microphone is excellent. The entire microphone itself is made out of metal. As you can hear, the microphone quality itself is very clean, very crisp. It's not muffled whatsoever, and this is exactly what I would think a $100 microphone or just a microphone at this price point should sound like. Later on in the video, I'll actually compare the FiFine T669 with the Blue Snowball, which is a microphone that I've been using for the past 7 years. And I think it's a very good microphone to compare this microphone with, because they're at about the same price point, and it's probably another microphone you'll be looking into buying if you are looking for a microphone at this price point. However, when listening into the audio quality of the T669, it's a lot cleaner than the Blue Snowball. I find the Blue Snowball audio to be a little bit more muffled, but this is not muffled at all. It's a lot more cleaner. Moving on, the T669 has a volume adjust knob on the microphone, which makes the microphone a little bit more convenient to adjust the audio volume with. You don't have to dig into Windows' sound control panel to adjust the audio, and it's just a lot better to adjust the volume or gain of your microphone on the microphone itself manually than doing it through software. The microphone is also plug and play, so you don't have to install any drivers to use this microphone. You just plug it into your computer and it just works. And you can also use this microphone in any software that records audio, whether you're going to be streaming or recording video in OBS, recording audio in Audacity. You can even use this for audio or video calls such as Skype, Zoom, or Discord. The FiFine T669 comes with all the accessories you'll ever need for amateur audio recordings, whether you're going to be using this for YouTube videos or streaming on Twitch. Has all the accessories you'll ever need. This is great because it's just a lot cheaper to get all of the accessories in one big kit rather than going out and buying all of the accessories individually. Taking a look at the accessories individually, the boom arm itself is very good quality. It's made out of metal, and it's also a very good length. It's much better quality than the one I bought separately for my Blue Snowball. The boom arm is great because it saves space off your desk, and it also allows the microphone to get close to your mouth for better audio recordings. It also can keep the microphone away from your keyboard, so it won't pick up as many keyboard clicks. The springs on the boom arm allow you to smoothly move the microphone closer or farther away from your mouth. I've seen some people in other reviews say that the boom arm is a little too short, but I think that's untrue. I think the boom arm is of a perfect size. Like I mentioned before, the kit also comes with a desk stand if you don't want to use the boom arm. Like I mentioned before, it's made out of metal, and it's actually very, very good quality, especially compared to the one I got with my Blue Snowball, which is just a cheap plastic. Even this part of the stand here is a little bit broken, but I actually like this one a lot better. It's very good quality. The desk stand actually allows the mic to be a little bit more portable, so if you want a on-to-go recording setup, you can just use the desk stand here. The inclusion of a pop filter and windscreen is also a great addition to the kit. It's great that we have two options here of ways to improve the audio quality. The windscreen is great if you don't want the big pop filter blocking your view and it's kind of in the way and it's big and bulky. I prefer the pop filter myself, but it's great that we have this option as well. The pop filter itself is made out of plastic, but the arm here is metal. The nice thing about the pop filter is that there's 2 layers of nylon here, so it's going to do a very good job of removing plosives from your audio recordings. So honestly, there actually aren't too many cons with this microphone, but there are a few things I could probably nitpick. First of all, the pop filter, especially the clamp, is a little bit annoying to put on, and if you don't tighten it enough, the pop filter will actually fall off due to the weight of the pop filter. It's a little bit heavy. So if they could redesign that, that would be nice. The microphone is also a little bit loud, so I usually set the volume adjust knob on the front of the microphone to about 75%, and that usually fixes the problem. The microphone also picks up a little bit more background noise than I would like. The microphone tends to pick up my computer fans a little bit, especially if my computer is under high load. I find the Blue Snowball does this to an extent, and it's not a huge deal, especially when I edit out the background noise in Audacity. I would also like to see the USB cable on the back of the microphone rather than on the bottom, so it doesn't need to go under the shock mount to plug it in. Also, sometimes if the microphone is too low on the boom arm, I will actually hit it on my hand when moving my hand from my mouse to my keyboard. Finally, the inclusion of Velcro or cable ties on the USB cable or boom arm would be nice, because the USB is a little bit long, which is a good thing, so it can reach the microphone to your computer. It can be a little bit messy, so some Velcro or cable ties to keep everything nice and clean would be nice. One more actually good point I want to make is the setup of this mic. It's not super hard, but it's not super easy at the same time. It's kind of in the middle there. But the instruction manual here actually does let's hope you guys can see that. The instruction manual does a very good job of telling you how to set up the microphone, and it makes it really clear just how the microphone is supposed to be set up. So I do want to give good props for a good instruction manual there. Alright, so just before we wrap up this review, I wanted to compare the FiFine T669 with the Blue Snowball Ice. Like I mentioned, this is another microphone you might be looking at if you're looking for a microphone around this price point. This is also the microphone that I've been using for the past 7 years, so I do know quite a bit about it. So you just heard the FiFine T669 earlier in the video, and all of the audio here is coming from the Blue Snowball Ice, and I will not do any audio editing here. This is just the raw audio coming out of the Blue Snowball. So overall, I do think I like the FiFine a little bit better, just because, well, with the Blue Snowball's audio, it sounds a little bit more muffled, and I believe this is due to the foam padding interior. It kind of muffles the audio a little bit more. The FiFine audio, the T669 audio, just sounds a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more clear. However, I do think both microphones are still very, very good choices. So one more thing I do want to take a look at is price. So I'm recording this review late July 2020, so prices for microphones will definitely be a little bit more expensive compared to if you're watching this later on in the year or next year. However, the Blue Snowball itself, just the mic itself, plus the desk stand will cost you $79 Canadian. However, if you were to buy the microphone stand separately, that will run you another $30. If you were to buy the pop filter, that will run you $16, so that's $125. If you were to buy the shock mount, which needs to be specifically designed for the Blue Snowball due to its large size, will run you about $80 Canadian. So if you were to buy the pop filter, the mic arm, the microphone itself, plus the shock mount, that will run you $205 Canadian dollars, which is $109 more expensive than the entire FiFine T669 kit. So it's definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking to buy the Blue Snowball. You get a lot more for your money if you were just to buy the FiFine T669 kit. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at buying an entire microphone kit. So in conclusion, the FiFine T669 is a great microphone for under $100. It comes with all the accessories you'll ever need for recording audio for YouTube videos or streaming on Twitch. The microphone quality is comparable or even excels other microphones at this price point. So I would completely recommend buying the FiFine T669 microphone kit. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them as quickly as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.